Sit at my grave, Chapter 12. Getting up in the morning, going to school was a bit off. Renly wasn't in the kitchen greeting him with her smiles and bubbly chatter like normal. Truthfully, things had gotten strange since Reed gone to the hospital. Ardyn already felt like he knew what was going to happen, so he wasn't stuck questioning and getting anxious like his mother had been. He heard her almost constantly on the phone. She couldn't seem to put it down, always talking to someone. Some of the people she mentioned stuck out. He knew Mom referred to his grandmother, Verna, and Easton was his father. Ardyn thought his dad would be coming back into town anyways to see him graduate, but now Renly had been calling him a lot about Reed being in the hospital too. Ardyn didn't like the idea of going to the hospital to visit his brother. The atmosphere was too uncomfortable. His mom would be there trying not to cry, and from what he heard, Reed's girlfriend was hanging around too, as well as his bandmates. It was all too dramatic for Ardyn. Galen kept making the assumption that Ardyn was also upset. It was hard for him to see his brother in the hospital, but Ardyn always dismissed it. You know how hard this has been. How can you... Easton! Ardyn heard bits of the conversation as he was leaving. He tried not to eavesdrop, but hearing what he did sounded strange. He just soon chalked it up to them both being stressed out about their son. I don't know why. It's just Reed, Ardyn joked to himself as he closed the door behind him. How are you holding up? Galen said, sitting next to Ardyn. Today was the official last day of school. Next time they'd all see each other, it'll be at the graduation and banquet day. They had even less for them to do at school today. They dedicated this time to have a final tour around the place for pictures and give teachers their flowers and thanks. The last group project was to fill out names and decorate a banner the school was making as a final farewell for the class. After their final walk around the place for pictures, now Ardyn, along with many other students, were in the gym decorating that banner. Hey, Galen, what do you mean? Ardyn said, shifting to the side a little so Galen could sit next to him. You know, with your family, Galen said, sympathy in his tone, as he placed his hand on Ardyn's shoulder. Ardyn rolled his eyes at him and scoffed, turning his attention back to what he was doodling. Ardyn, you can say you don't care all you want, but he's your brother. If something happened to my baby sister, I'd be devastated, Galen told him, while Ardyn continued trying to ignore him. I mean, I even get a little emotional if she just gets a paper cut, Galen chuckled, making Ardyn shake his head at him again. Look, I know you have your differences, but this is a time families should be together, Galen continued to urge. The only family I want to see is my dad, Ardyn muttered back. Galen sighed, grabbing a few markers and paints to help with the banner. Well, you know, after graduation, I'm doing a few college tours. Maybe you want to come along? It could be fun, Galen said, changing the subject. Ardyn groaned back at him, making Galen laugh. I didn't say you had to apply to anything. I just thought you could see where I might be headed to, Galen suggested. He sighed, looking back down with a weary smile. You know, as excited as I am about my future career and helping people like Genevieve, I must admit, I'm a little nervous, he admitted. For what? You have great grades. Everyone likes you, Ardyn said, trying not to sound bitter. This will be the first time I'm going to be away from my home that much. I miss talking to Mom, Dad, Jenny, watching TV together, eating together, long drives, Galen reminisced. I don't know. It'll be hard. And I mean, I miss you too, Ardyn, Galen said, placing his hand back on his shoulder, giving him a soft smile. You'll manage, Ardyn brushed it off. Galen chuckled, removing his hand. I will, but it won't be easy. I hope they allow families to stay for the first day of college, Galen said. It's college, not kindergarten, Ardyn reminded him. I think you can miss your family at any age, Galen said. Then he frowned. Hey, I'm sorry, Ardyn. I shouldn't be saying that right now, Galen said, feeling guilty again. Whatever, Ardyn said, his movements getting more aggressive as he once again got annoyed, realizing what Galen was talking about. It's not just whatever, Ardyn. If I can do anything to make this easier, Galen said, but Ardyn had enough. Drop it! I told you I don't care, so shut up about it! Ardyn yelled at him, causing a few students to turn around their direction. Galen's face showed a shock for a moment, but he turned his head back to the project. Okay, I'm sorry, Galen spoke quietly. Ardyn wasn't sure if he should be relieved or feel bad that he yelled at Galen. He decided to just enjoy the peace right now. His fellow students were probably whispering about them, but he didn't care. He wouldn't have to see them anymore soon enough. Hours ticked by. The banner got finished. They took a group picture of students and staff holding or posing by the banner in front of the school together, and finally, it was time to head home. Ardyn tried not to think of what Galen kept bugging him about, and instead began trying to remember that hazy dream he'd had. He wanted to sit around and figure it out. He could do it alone, but he decided to try and invite Galen anyways, just in case figuring it out required two people again. Ardyn stood in front of the school preparing to go home. The sun's bright light warmly mixed into a gentle orange hue and shined down on him. Galen walked up behind him just as Ardyn was about to pull out his phone. Since earlier, the pair had been a bit quiet around each other, but little by little, they've started to break the ice once again. "My dad's picking me up. Do you want to ride?" Galen asked, turning towards Ardyn as he stood by his side. "Yeah, maybe we can talk about those college tours," Ardyn muttered. Galen smiled a little, perking up more. "That sounds great. You could have dinner at our house too, so we can talk about it," Galen suggested. Ardyn nodded. "The free food balances out having to hear you drone on about school stuff," Ardyn joked. Galen shoved him lightly. "Hey!" he said, suddenly fakely insulted. Ardyn chuckled back. Galen put his arm around Ardyn's shoulders. "You might not have liked school, or felt like you really got much from there, but I think we agree we've learned one important thing," Galen said. Ardyn turned his gaze towards him. "Yeah? What's that?" he questioned. "We'll be alright with whatever, 'cause we got each other's backs," Galen told him, fist bumping Ardyn with his other hand, making him smirk. "Yeah," Ardyn began talking, but was interrupted when his phone rang. Ardyn checked who was calling, and saw his mother's name pop up. "Oh hey, there's my dad," Galen said, going on ahead, waving at him, laughing when he saw Genevieve sitting in the back seat, a huge grin on her face as she waved back. Ardyn slowly followed behind as he answered his phone. "I'm having dinner at Galen's," Ardyn told Renly. "Honey, you need to come to the hospital. Your father's in town. He'll be here soon too," Renly said. She sounded tired, but still urged him to show up. "I already made plans," Ardyn responded briskly. "Ardyn, please. This is important," Renly pressed. Ardyn didn't want to make Renly even more upset, but having a comfortable dinner at Galen's house sounded a lot better than being there. Reed would be up soon enough anyways, as far as Ardyn was concerned. Ardyn heard angry muttering somewhere else in the call. He heard Renly speak quietly before sighing. "Okay, dear. Call me when you get there, okay? Can't wait to see you in your cap and gown soon," Renly responded weakly. She gave up trying to fight about the subject. She didn't have the energy. They said their goodbyes, and Ardyn quickly got back over with Galen and getting into the car. They had one stop at Ardyn's house before heading over to Galen's. Having a break from everything and going over to visit Galen's family seemed a lot more pleasant right then, and deep down inside, he couldn't wait to get there.